right,
Awesome.
guys and gals. I think we're live. I'm going to kind of wait half a second, or we're going to wait half a second to see if it comes up. Yeah, looks like it comes up.
Awesome.
We are live.
Super excited about The Mandalorian.
Absolutely. Ooh, your audio is real loud. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'm going to fix it over here. There we go.
Good thing about Discord
Yes.
and OBS.
And
all the
OBS.
things.
And all the cool things that we're playing around with. All right. Talk real loud just in case, because we...
Okay, I am here.
Are
I
you,
am
though?
talking about Cobb Vanth.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, guys and gals, this is live video if you haven't figured that out already. And we are talking about The Mandalorian. And we just watched season 2, episode 1. We did the whole group watch thing. It was fun. We could hear each other laughing and whatever. We didn't do it together because as life happens, we may do some of these where we're sitting at the same place, and we may do some... we may do them like this. We may do them all like this. Who knows? We'll see. We don't really know what we're doing. That we're trying this as a new thing.
That's
so,
right.
what did you? While I go share this on Facebook. Yeah. What were your initial thoughts?
So, I loved it. We come out of the last season knowing that he's got the kid with him, the little baby Yoda, and he's looking for baby Yoda's kind. And so he's like, the best way to do that is to find maybe some other Mandalorian.
Yep.
That
Because he doesn't know anything else hardly.
Yeah, he doesn't. So he's looking for help, basically, and the intro sequence we both noticed was extremely similar to season 1, episode 1, because it's very gritty and dark, and he ends up killing the guy that he goes to get information from to find the nearest Mandalorian kind of thing. Anyway, love that. Love the music. It's very tone setting. All the sounds and everything. Noticing that Cobb Vanth, who's got Boba Fett's armor, when he walks, you can hear, and I think even when Mando walks, you hear kind of this chime going on where it sounds like he's got spurs on his heels, and just that Western, awesome feel. So I love that.
Super Western vibe.
Yeah, big time.
Gunfight at the OK Corral kind of thing in this one.
Yeah, so that's my overall is it's very good. Meets expectations. Feels very much like season 1 as far as it really intrigued into the story and what's going to happen. Really great intro to a new character, Cobb Vanth. I don't know if we'll see him more throughout the season. I hope so. I really liked him. Really enjoyed him. Really enjoyed the. I'm sure Sean will talk about this, but the kind of humanizing the aliens. Not humanizing. Well, you know what I mean. Like where they're. It's not just so. The Sand People are not just kind of the Sand People. We're scared of them. We don't talk to them. We don't do anything with them.
Right.
But he actually talks to them and interacts with them and sits down at the fire with them and is talking and conversing in their language. And love the fact that I guess I've never noticed. I guess I have noticed, but really never thought about it. But the fact that they use their vocal,
with
their hand signal things they do.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool.
That was cool.
What are your initial thoughts of the beginning and the characters and all that?
So I had lots of thoughts. We've talked about reacting to us watching this live, which we may do at some point. We were kind of both a little bit scared to do it because we were afraid we wouldn't be able to talk and do cool things and whatever. But But I had so many thoughts.
We want it to be entertaining,
Yes.
so that's
Yes.
But I think we could do it. I think looking back on it, I think we could do it, like you said. So
Yeah, but
maybe we'll try that next week.
there were so many fun things in the episode. You know, I thought several times. One thing I think this has been kind of true overall. You know, I think this show really hits a lot of things that Star Wars that is great about Star Wars, because really the plot in this episode was super simple. I mean, it was almost, and it's the first season kind of started out that way too, and got some other things, and you know, each episode kind of pulls from different inspirations and whatever. You know, we had the Magnificent Seven episode. The first episode of the first season was very gunslinger, Wild West. This one was very much. I mean, we had the what was he called? Not the warden. The whatever, Cobb Vanth. What do they call it? The marshal. I had the marshal, and he had the spur sound, and he's carrying this 6-shooter, basically looking blaster on his, which I didn't really see. Well, I guess he did pull it out or no, he didn't pull it out because he would have got shot. I don't remember him ever actually pulling that gun out, but maybe he did. No. I don't know. But it's just like over the top. What, you know, and then the Sand people, as I'm riffing, all my words are escaping me. I know their names. What are they called? The Sand people, dudes, Tusken Raiders. The Tusken Raiders. They, sorry, y'all. I think my audio is real hot. I don't know what I've done different, but it's just sitting on a book. It shouldn't be so different. Maybe I'll back up a little bit. It looks like I'm spiking crazy. Anyway, the Tusken Raiders are basically the Indians, or, the Native Americans. And, and there's the marshal who doesn't, the white man that doesn't trust them, and he's, kill them because they're bad, and said he won't drink the tea. That was funny. It was almost like the peace pipe or the booze or whatever. There's so many tropes, and it pulls in all this fan service nostalgia stuff from Star Wars. All this stuff. Yeah. We noticed that the speeder that he rides is probably, it looks a ton like Anakin Skywalker back from Episode 1. One of his engine pieces to his pod racer.
Yeah, which was inspired by, if not one of them. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, and so that was cool. The Krayt Dragon, the name, I don't know that the monster design was the same as it shows up, but that's in some other video games, probably some books too. So all these little pieces that are now canon. Yay! All this stuff that's getting brought from the extended universe. It's like they're using, and I think it's really because of the showrunners. But it's, when Disney took over Star Wars, when they bought Star Wars, that IP, and then said, okay, all of this is gone. People were upset about that, but honestly, it makes sense. I mean, it really does, because it gives them complete freedom to do what they want and to shape and so I don't know that I think that's been a terrible move by Disney. They've made some other missteps, with the sequel trilogy and such, but I don't know that was a misstep. But I like that basically the Mandalorian is kind of their easy vehicle to they're slowly trickling in all these little pieces here and there, and making them canon again, which is really cool. We're probably never going to get a Mara Jade, at least not one that marries Luke. That's never going to happen. We're not going to get Jason and Jaina and Anakin Solo. We got basically a version of Jason Solo in Ben or whatever. So there's some things that we'll never get back. Although the books are still there, and many of which are still worth reading. We talked about doing a series on that at some point. It was really fun. Simple plot that we've both talked. Jonathan talked already, and we've both talked. We both mentioned several times the score, the music is so good. It's just sets the mood, and it's just perfect. It's really, really good. My biggest critique of this episode was that I'd have to go back and watch them side by side, but it was almost beat for beat the same plot as season 1, episode 1. And I don't know whether that was intentional, but it was extremely similar. You get this setup of him walking in, which arguably, in my opinion, wasn't as cool looking. It's in the first episode of the very first episode, you got this big sweeping shot, him walking in with like a cape and all this stuff. And in this one, he's got Baby Yoda in tow, and that's awesome. But
Baby Yoda is awesome.
But he goes and he fights the guy, and basically he doesn't chop him with the door, but it's the same thing. And then he goes and he finds somebody, and then they go defeat a monster. Same. So it's really the same setup as the first episode. I hope I expect they will. We'll see. I hope they diverge significantly from that as we move forward, and because this was so similar, I kind of expect it to really diverge a lot. If it doesn't, then I don't know. We'll see.
I think that I'm not 100% sure on this, but I would think that maybe they did that because of the whole how episode 4 is a lot like episode 7, which is a lot like episode 1.
You talking about the movies, the films
yes,
now?
All the films, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way that kind of
their intro story
cyclical
is all
kind
similar.
of. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The wheel turns.
Right. Yeah. Different thing, but yes, absolutely. And the wheel turns.
So, trying to think, there was a bunch of little things that were awesome. The pearl from the dragon was awesome that they pulled out at the end.
Yes.
That was really cool. The way he came out of the mouth of that dragon, and after he had eaten him, and the electricity and blew him up and all the things, it was awesome.
It makes you sit there and think, why didn't Boba Fett do that in the Sarlacc? But because they didn't know he could back then.
Yeah.
So we're pretty sure that was the character at the end. That teaser there, it looked like Boba Fett's rifle, and it looked
like a very scarred version.
Very scarred. Well, he got into the middle of the Sarlacc, and I felt like when I didn't realize that the Krayt Dragon had eaten Mando, but I feel like that might be some more foreshadowing and tie-in that just because you're eaten by a giant monster doesn't mean you're dead.
Doesn't mean you're dead.
I think that might be kind of set up for payoff of that.
Oh, yeah.
Boba Fett, if that is Boba Fett, he certainly didn't look like a happy human.
No.
Which is interesting. It'll be interesting if he becomes a villain again, or continues to be basically a villain. That could be flesh him out. I hope it's Boba Fett, and I hope they do a good job of it, because I think the Clone Wars really wrecked Boba Fett. He was a stupid, annoying little bratty kid in that show, and I really couldn't stand his character.
They did that, but then they redeemed Darth Maul.
Yes,
and I feel that's one of the things that hopefully they could do, is kind of redeem Boba Fett, because honestly, for me at least, I know there's a lot of people that would disagree with this, but for me, Boba Fett is kind of a crappy character, just like Darth Maul was kind of a crappy character in the original movies. And you at least, if you don't say he's crappy, you at least want more of him,
right? And
kind of more depth. And so I'm hoping that this is kind of the redeeming, even if he is bad. I think
that'd be fine,
as long as they do it well, like they did with Darth Maul in Clone Wars or whatever. Yeah.
Either way.
No, I'm excited about that. I'm hoping he plays a big part. I'm assuming he does play a big part. Of
course, he might be the ominous Emperor Palpatine character that's lurking in the background, or maybe a better comparison would be Thanos. He shows up at the end of every episode, dun, 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 and then all of a sudden he's got the Infinity Gauntlet.
And kills them all.
Boom. Who knows? Let's see. All right. Anything else? That there was a lot of cool stuff. This is not a prediction. Although I expect if this show runs any amount of time at all, I do predict they will go there eventually. I am excited for them to eventually go to Nar Shaddaa, the smuggler's moon, because I would love to see that. I think it is canon because it's mentioned in something. I think I've read that at some point. At this point, the way Mandalorian's going, anything's up for grabs just about as far as planets and races and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I think they are liable to bring tons, if not everything. But I've always loved Nar Shaddaa in video games and books both, and so it would be really cool setting for Mandalorian to go. Of course, they may. I mean, actually, they've made some places that are kind of hint at that, so they may not bring it back as such. I thought it was interesting that Mos Pelgo doesn't start with an E. The only other places that we've ever seen in Tatooine are Mos Eisley and Mos Espa. And then we've got Mos Pelgo.
Mos Pelgo.
You know, the archipelago. Wonder if that was intentional. Island out there. Who knows? Probably not. I was sad in this episode we didn't get more of the junkyard lady. I don't know what her name is in the show. I did look up because I guess you'd call it a guilty pleasure show. I don't know. It's a stupid show. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is a Netflix original. It's really stupid, but really funny comedy. And the lady that plays her, it's Amy Sedaris, and she's hilarious in that show, and she was hilarious in season 1 of Mandalorian. So I hope we get more of her and her slightly dysfunctional droids.
Yes.
Because it was kind of like a tease, like she was there briefly and then gone. And then she was gone. But
I felt like the episode, and maybe this is just me, but it felt like the episode was shorter than the first season, episode 1. I don't know. It felt like everything just happened so quickly. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was just so much more crammed into it, less traveling time or something.
There was a lot in it, and we didn't get like the training montage stuff from the beginning. So there was
it's true.
The pacing was very, very fast. There was only brief moments of beats of pauses or whatever.
They could have easily stretched it out into 2 episodes. I'm glad they didn't, but they could have.
Oh yeah,
they could have made it But no, I enjoyed it a lot. I agree with you as long as they make a change and don't just continue the same formula from season 1, I think we'll be really pleased with how it comes out. As far as I have been trying to rack my brain for something to see, and some kind of trying to think what the word is. You said it earlier.
I'd say all kinds of things.
What's coming in the future?
Predictions.
A prediction. I haven't really come up with anything.
Well, we're gonna make a more full video. I'll watch it another time with my wife.
Yeah.
You probably will too, and we fully intend to do an actual recorded that's a little bit better produced video where
Speaking of that, we will be like, comment, and subscribe down below.
Absolutely.
We'll throw that in the middle of the video instead of the end. And secondly, we will not be releasing a video on Monday like we normally do.
Yes.
This next video will probably be Wednesday. It'll probably be up Wednesday sometime, is what I'm betting.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. But we'll have another video talking about this episode a little bit more in depth. I'm going to do some research and really kind of pick the episode apart, both of us are, and kind of have a little bit more to talk about and possibly give some predictions of what's going to happen. And I'm sure we'll get a little bit more into that as the episodes go further along. So we'll have a little more context as to what's going on. But yeah, super excited about all of it. So, and that's how the formula is going to be. So y'all should definitely check us out sometime on Friday evening, somewhere between 7 and 9 o'clock. We'll be going live for 20-30 minutes probably after we watch the episode, and then again Wednesday we'll have an actual video. It won't be a live video. It'll be edited and everything, recorded and edited, and and we'll give you some more final thoughts at that point.
We are putting these live videos. They will stay on our YouTube channel. So if you,
yes,
we would love you to join. You know, there haven't been too many people on right now, but this is the first time we've done it. We didn't really advertise very well that we were going to do it. We would love for you to jump on if you watch the episode, and if it would be better for y'all if we did this either later in the evening or something. I don't know, because this particular video, it would be better if you had watched the episode as well, and that way you can chat with us in the chat box. And that, so if
community building going on.
So whether you're watching this live, which you're not, because I can see how many people are watching, but if you are watching this at this point, and you have preference if we did these live videos either a day later or later in the evening or whatever, we have a small amount of we're not doing this full time yet. This is not our job yet. You can guess by our current subscriber count, which is going up, by the way. Like, comment, subscribe. So we have a little bit of flexibility, not as much as we will if we go full time with all of this stuff. But let us know if there's a way we can do this better, because this live format would be best if people are on it with us. I mean, it's fun to just hear our raw thoughts and a little bit rambliness. I hope that's enjoyable in its own right, but it would be even better if we can talk with you. So
this is more like how the behind the scenes would look if you watched the behind the scenes for all the rest of the videos.
Right.
We're all like doing this number, but yeah, it's a blast.
Except usually behind the scenes, I'm over there like this and thinking and whatever else. I can do that in these live videos. That looks really cool, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, maybe not.
You look like you're like leaning back into
the abyss.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing back there. It's scary.
Yeah, I'm in my basement, which is where we record our other stuff, and I just kind of turned the black part of our background around because it was easy to do. Yeah, it turned out pretty cool. Jonathan's got some cool paneling going on. He looks like he's in a professional studio. Awesome sauce. Yeah. So I don't think there was anything else major. I love that Mando can speak Tusken. I love that. I love his connection. I mean, it's very tropey. I mean, the exotic gunslinger being able to talk to the Indians, basically. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
It
was awesome.
Reinventing it in Star Wars is cool. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that portion of it a lot. I guess I think I said this about the first Mandalorian at some point in one of the videos we did back then. I just love all the alien races that they're able to, because in the main movies we do get a few here and there,
mostly background characters,
but it's mostly background characters, and so you get to just see a little bit more of those characters in there, and that they're people too, that whole idea.
Yeah.
And anyway, just very intriguing. It just kind of opens up the universe, the Star Wars universe, a little bit more. It does. So.
Oh, did you notice that the barkeeper? I'm pretty sure his race. Speaking of alien races, pretty sure he's a Weequay, which is what Hondo Ohnaka is.
Yep.
So it's the same
That's what
race
as that. I was pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see Hondo this season. That would be awesome. I doubt it.
He would be like, I don't know how old Weequay lived, but he would be very ancient at this point because he wasn't young back in Rebels.
Oh, I guess that's true.
But, what is Return of the Jedi? Is it about 6 years after, at the beginning of, I don't remember what we've read about that before. We can,
Mandalorian?
when we're actually doing research.
It's not that far. It's not that far.
Yeah, it's after. Well, I was thinking what we're like, because the last time we see Hondo in a show was in Rebels, and that would have been. It would be. I don't remember him being in the finale of Rebels, so he maybe did.
Yeah.
Was he in there?
No, he was. I'm pretty sure he was.
That big scene at the end when they go off to search for Ezra or whatever. I don't know. We'd have to go back and look at that too. Yeah, when we do
Yeah,
some
I
little
don't
more
know.
research and kind of have some more complete, more predictive and
Mm-hmm.
intelligent thoughts, then
Mm-hmm.
we can have some of that information ready for us and at hand. Yeah,
Yep, that's right.
cool.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it,
Yeah,
and we definitely did. We will see you on Tuesday or Wednesday recorded.
absolutely. See you
Have a great night.
guys later.